Hey there, so finally Dispo 2 app is released in the App Store and everyone can access it. So it's super exciting. Let's just check it out if it really takes off. Yeah, you can just go and download it in App Stores. There is no invite. Just go and try it out. You can create an account. I'll just release right now a big video overview of Dispo app, how to use it, what is it, how to create roles, and I created super short like video tutorials of all aspects of literally every aspect of this Dispo app. So you can also check them out on my YouTube channel. So yeah, super interesting to see if it takes off, if it really becomes a competitor to Instagram, and if really Generation Z likes it better than Instagram. So what just on my first view, what are the features which I liked and which are kind of different from Instagram? So first you create these roles. So the whole idea of, for people who don't know, this Dispo app is a shorter word from disposable camera. So with disposable camera, you can take this kind of like vintage old school photos, and every time you take a photo in Dispo app, it is appearing in the app the next day at 9 a.m. So you have that, and yeah, so that's kind of the feature. That was the Dispo 1 app, so the Dispo version 1. But now it's Dispo 2, so that's the second version, and it looks like a social media. So now all your vintage photos which you took in Dispo app 1, they are now released in your feed, and your albums are called roles. So you can have public role or private role. So public role is basically yeah, everyone can see your photos. Private role is these photos are only available to you. So that's cool. And yeah, then you just see in your feed all your roles. This really amazing vintage photos. So, and the feature which really impressed me is that you can actually invite your friends to roles. So these are kind of like shared albums where you can invite your friends, and you can just if it's a public role or private role, doesn't matter, and all of you can add different pictures to this role, and you can see a scoreboard. You can see who added more photos, which photos got the most engagement and the virality in each role. So that's kind of cool. That's a bit different from Instagram. And what else? Yeah, you can invite people. So you can create like a QR code for each role, and then you can just invite your friends. Yeah, and so that's about it. So that's the app. So it's everything about this like cool vintage photos. So I just took like few photos. We'll see how they look like. I actually tried to get on the beta in this app, but it was full really fast. So 10,000 people already tested it out, and yeah, it was full really fast. So I just didn't manage to get into it. So that's that. That's the app. It's already like, I think, in top 20 apps in the App Store. Yeah, maybe it's like in Europe, it's at least I'm looking at the Danish App Store, it's in top 20 apps. So that's just interesting. I actually thought that this app would be available much later, but just yesterday I've seen some tweets from Dispo HQ account, and they were kind of indicative that they're gonna release the app soon. So they didn't tell the date, but they were just like asking questions about, and people were not sure, but just thinking that the app will be soon in the App Store. It's only for iOS, I guess. It's not available on Android yet. So that might be the issue. And yeah, so it's super interesting project. Anyways, check out my like full guide overview of Dispo app, how to use it, And yeah, other than that, so I recently reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much, everyone. Like and subscribe. You can enable notifications under this video in case, for example, you want to receive some streams like this about recent tech news or recent cool apps and recent updates and all of that. So that's that. So interesting to see the competition from Instagram, what Instagram will do about it, because there is a new trend in social apps. Probably you've heard about Clubhouse, so that's like an audio app, but so Dispo is also another success in social consumer apps. And there was another app which is called like Hive Social. So it's basically super simple version of Instagram, and a lot of Gen Zs just switching from Instagram to this Hive Social because they don't want to be associated with Facebook. Nobody wants to share the data with Facebook anymore, with Facebook ecosystem, because nobody feels safe about it. So for example, from WhatsApp, people are switching to Telegram and to Signal, and from Instagram people are switching to Dispo or Hive Social. So that's just my thoughts. I'm just like sharing it here. Feel free to comment and suggest what do you think about Dispo app. Do you like it? Have you tried it? Which features do you like? Actually, I was impressed. There are a lot of features, and there in the roles you can see that the team which is working on the app is not that big. Actually, there are just like, I don't know, like maybe 3-5 engineers there. So it's pretty impressive what they did. So that's also pretty cool. And so that is that. Yeah, so what else should we discuss here? I'm just looking. So yeah, that's probably the biggest news of the day. And other than that, just interesting to see like that you can build, for example, this community on YouTube, and people then can just get some ideas and based on that but get some testing and build some cool social apps. So you can see like, for example, Mr. Beast, he is releasing this app which is called Finger on the App 2 or Finger on the App. Okay, that's another so like Mr. Beast has this app which is called Finger on the App. So the idea is that you just hold your finger on the app, and the person who took off the finger, the last one, wins like $100,000 or something. So he now released another version of it, and that's pretty cool as well. But David Dobrik is doing this Dispo app, and by the way, there are like already investment in this Dispo app. I think like one of Reddit co-founders invested in Dispo app already, like $4 million or something. So that's amazing, like to see that YouTubers are growing and just going much out of YouTube. So it's not only just like selling merchandise and like selling some courses, selling t-shirts. You can actually build apps and like complex software based on your YouTube audience. So that's kind of the top level, ninja level of YouTubers right now, that you just don't only like build YouTube, you can actually build the whole like startups and like huge companies. So also like Mr. Beast, for example, he released like Mr. Beast Burger, which sold like millions of burgers already based on his YouTube following. I don't know the whole ideas of it, but it's just like another example. So let's follow Dispo app. Let's see what happens. Just notifying you here. Try it out. What do you think about it? Cheers. Thanks for 10,000 subscribers.